Welcome to this week's Wildlife Vlog. This Thanksgiving, I was visiting family in Texas, and I decided before I left I might as well visit the San Antonio Zoo. It was worth the visit. Even outside the exhibits, there was all sorts of wildlife. Take these boat-tailed grackles, for example. These boat-tailed grackles, like our mockingbirds, are mimics. I could actually hear them making the sounds of car alarms and even the clicks of camera shutters. Some animals were more familiar. I've seen black vultures like these on the East Coast. Here you can see several congregating at the edge of one of the exhibits. There were also plenty of waterfowl, including this Mallard Duck and these snowy egrets that were inhabiting the pond at the San Antonio Zoo. I even came across several pelicans commandeering this fountain. While these animals are certainly interesting, a zoo is known for its exotic inhabitants, and I can certainly say that I was satisfied on that aspect. I had no idea that black swans existed outside of myths and fairy tales. In fact, they're their own distinct species. No zoo is complete without its macaw. These birds are absolutely stunning. The bright plumage marks this crane as a male looking to attract female suitors. And like any good aggressive male animal, this crane looks to defend its territory, whether it's from other rival cranes or black vultures looking to encroach on its territory. Of course, the largest bird I saw at the zoo was the ostrich, which I can confirm was much larger and much more intimidating in person. Still, the largest bird was dwarfed by the tallest mammal I saw at the San Antonio Zoo, and that was, of course, the giraffe. This was my first time being so close to a giraffe, and for a few dollars you could actually hand-feed these fascinating creatures. Another large mammal I ran into was the dusty, hairy, and quite gentle Asian elephant. Another fascinating creature was this heavily armored white rhino, lounging about in the afternoon sun. A little bit smaller but no less interesting, this Nubian Ibex peered out at me from its cliffside perch. I also came across this rock wallaby, a smaller relative of the kangaroos, chowing down on an unlucky ankle. I also ran into plenty of canines, including this bat-eared fox, this bush dog, and these African wild dogs. I even caught sight of an American black bear, an admittedly underwhelming experience. My favorite big cat, the cheetah, wasn't much better. Admittedly, everyone likes an afternoon nap. Slightly more interesting was this drowsy but ever-watchful Sumatran Tiger. I even came in contact with several types of big cats I previously had not encountered. Interestingly, I wasn't the only species visiting the zoo that day. Before I scared them off, these two mallards were perusing the primate section. And there were certainly plenty of interesting primates to see, ranging from black howler monkeys to white-faced saki. The last and most interesting mammal I saw was the Mexican free-tailed bat. This is my first time seeing so many bats in a semi-natural environment. Because it's so dark in this room, I had to artificially bring up the light in this footage, so it's a bit grainy. Still, it's quite fascinating to see these creatures interact. Before I end this video, I might as well pander to the herpetologists out there by going over the San Antonio Zoo's amphibian exhibit. Filming through the glass and low lighting needed to keep these animals comfortable nonetheless did not diminish from the striking nature of these amphibians. Unfortunately, I ran out of time before I could peruse this zoo's reptilian exhibits. I hope you'll be satisfied with this last look from a cranky crocodilian. That's about it. If you want to see more, check out my YouTube channel to see some cool wildlife videos, or check out my Instagram to see some really nice wildlife pictures. See you guys next week.